through your bloody veins. No way. Alright, how we doing? Got a learner driver parking right next to me. And a taxi the other side. The driving instructor and the driving student have both got their masks on. Black masks. Silly sausages. I thought that was all over, to be honest. I hadn't seen many about, and I thought the restrictions all finishing. I don't know about all that. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty out of touch with the news. I have no idea what's going on, really. I have no idea at all. Sort of rely on what people tell me, which is unreliable, really. So I ain't really got much to say about current affairs or anything at all. Don't really know what to ramble about. I mean, I understand that a lot of corruption's getting exposed now, and there's a report coming. So someone's doing a report. I mean, I don't hold much for that report because it's just one of them that's writing the report. So it'll just be like, oh yeah, well, they didn't do much wrong, really. Little fucking let them off. Never mind. Oh no, there's a crisis. We need our leaders to help us in this crisis. Fucking bet ya. We'll have some sort of crisis in a minute, whether it's fucking stopping Russia from invading Ukraine or something else to distract her from all this bullshit. But who am I today? Removal van's just getting off. Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of corruption in UK politics, right down to the town council level. It is all corrupt, all backhanders, money talks. I had a conversation with someone yesterday about corruption, and it's all about money these days and very little compassion. What we need is a lot more compassionate people to be councillors, to be politicians, etc. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to get compassionate people in them, or get to compassionate people to want to be in them positions of power. But I think it's worth a few people getting together to figure it out. Because when we collaborate and when we work together rather than against each other, things go a lot smoother, and it's for the greatest good of everyone involved. So we could have a little think tank. Perhaps I'll organise that and we'll have a meeting at a custom cafe or something. Yeah, there is that. I mean, see, I had another conversation with someone else yesterday about charities and people making money from charities. Like, I haven't got a problem with a core group of people who run the charity making money from that charity, because, and this is the reason why, that charity needs 100% effort. And you can only do that if your bills are getting paid and your children are getting fed. Otherwise, you have to have another job. And then, you might only give 40% effort to that charity. So if there are a core group of small amount of people earning a wage, not taking the fucking piss, earning 200 grand or something like that, earning a decent living wage where they can be comfortable, they can, that person can not worry about food, heat, etc. They can have a holiday because they fucking deserve it because they work hard. I don't know how much money that would be, maybe 50 grand. I don't know. It needs to be thought about, but I haven't got a problem with that. As long as that charity is actually fucking helping people. Because I know there are some cases where some charities ain't doing a lot to help people, certainly not for the money invested into the charity. I mean, someone had a bit of a pop at Dom's Food Mission because he's doing much better now that he's got his charity. I don't care, because he's helping people. And I have been benefit of the help of Dom's Food Mission. And I know families who fucking otherwise would have gone hungry. So I don't care that he's fucking good for him. He is making a career out of helping people. Good for him. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of it. I don't know the whole details of that, but I know that charity is helping people. So if he's earning off of it and feeding his family, as long as he ain't taking the piss, then fine. I ain't got a problem. It's when the charities ain't really doing much help for people. That's when I've got a problem with it. And there's a lot of it. There is a lot of it. I was talking about armed forces charities yesterday with someone, and how they do it. And then with that same person, I had a conversation about whether or not charities should fit in the boxes of governments and funding things, which ultimately come from the government and that. Fit in the boxes that they have to help their people, because sometimes it doesn't benefit them to do that. Especially mental health and veterans, military charities, when you consider that smoking cannabis is a really good way to deal with PTSD. It helps massively, makes a huge difference to that individual's life. So, and there's a lot of PTSD within the forces, and it's obviously a mental health condition. So charities have to sort of face a moral dilemma. Do they allow their the people they're helping to smoke cannabis and on their whatever, because that's what's good for them and that's what's right, or do they not because it's not legal? You know, I mean, morality versus legality is a discussion we should be all having, especially now all these fucking cunts in the government have been exposed, having parties all out for that wasn't fucking legal or moral. Yet they're going to get away with it. We know they're going to get away with it. So, yeah, I think we should start talking about legality and morality, because I don't live my life by laws. I live my life by a set of morals, and I try my best not to harm anyone at all. But I also try my best not to take any fucking shit from anyone either, and protect myself and my friends and family. It's just sometimes a fucking uphill battle in this world, especially when they hide behind laws that aren't fucking moral. But anyway, that's enough of that. Yeah, so a bit later, well, I'm actually meeting my friend. I'm just waiting for him. He's late, and I thought he'd be late. But yeah, meeting my friend because we're going and signing up some kids for our new youth club centre thing at the Broomgrove Community Centre on the Broomgrove Estate. Team Seed. We're doing boxing, football, various other activities with the kids. It's a Christian charity, a community interest company. So everyone on the committee are Christians. I'm on the committee. However, I don't identify as a textbook Christian, because I believe in God and I believe in Jesus. Just perhaps not in the same way they do. What I do think is Christian morals are good. You know, they are good. And with religion, there are all the religions. There are bits and pieces you can take from all of them, and they're great. However, what I feel like is over the years, man's influence has corrupted them. So I kind of formed my own religion, which has got one member, really. That's me. I suppose that kind of makes me the head of the religion, isn't it? I better check myself in case I get corrupt. But yeah. I wonder if anyone else wants to join my cult. I mean, religion. Yeah. I mean, well, let's talk about it, shall we? Yeah, this religion. Do no harm, take no shit. That's our motto. So as long as you're doing no harm to anybody else, if you're breaking the law, I don't give a shit, mate. Don't care. Go break it. If you're not harming anyone else in that process, whatever. Or if you're breaking a law to stop yourself taking some shit, I don't care either. As the head of this cult, I mean religion. Because laws aren't moral. And there are many laws that aren't moral. I mean, I've said it before. Don't know if I've said it in this, but you've got all these fucking billionaires right, who can get tax breaks by buying a private jet. Now, that cunt is never going to use that private jet. It's going to sit on a runway doing fuck all for most of its time. So they can buy the private jet or they can pay tax. And some of them cunts choose not to pay the tax, which is going to benefit the people that actually help them get into the position that they are. They choose to get the jumbo jet because of their fucking ego. That's wrong. But it's legal! And that's what the fucking issue is. It's not moral, but it's legal. And these cunts get away with it. And I think that we should start exposing these fuckers. Because their public relations is what they fucking depend on. I mean, everyone knows Jeff Bezos is a cunt. I mean, he still gets away with it now. He's too powerful. But you can bring some of these fuckers down, especially some of these ones that rely heavily on sponsorship. Lewis Hamilton, and I mean, I don't know what Lewis Hamilton does. That's a bad example because I don't know if he's a good or a bad guy. I don't know. But there are other fuckers there that do it. I mean, obviously you've got like people like Marco Rashford who I understand are doing great things. I don't really know too much. But then you've got others that are just greedy little fuckers who don't. They don't help out the people who actually get them to the place. Because you look at fucking Old Trafford on a Saturday, full up 80,000 people of fucking working class. When you pay your tax, it helps the working class. When you avoid it, it helps you. But that's what the fucking problem is, really. Most of the time, the tax ain't really helping the working class. It's just getting fucking corrupt and going into councils' back pockets and here and there. And we need a fucking revolution. Looking for a revolution. I wish I know the lyrics of that. I should learn that, shouldn't I? But I mean, you won't fool the children of the revolution. We're never going to stop until we get some retribution. We'll hunt you down with dogs. It's the start of our solution. And hang you in the gallows for a public execution. It's a corruption thing.